Today we're talking about the 6 things that business owners must know when it comes to asset protection. Coming up. This is Tim Santoni and welcome to Risk Mitigation TV. On this show, we want to help you mitigate risk in your business and protect you from those in your inner circle. Today, we want to talk about the 6 things business owners must know to protect their assets. What we find is that business owners don't often know how vulnerable they are until they get sued. Keep in mind that in the US in the year 2013, there were over 15 million lawsuits filed, and that number is jumping up year over year. That being said, it's not a question of if, but a question of when you as a business owner could be sued as personally or as a business. Over 15 million lawsuits were filed in the US in 2013. Protecting your assets from ruinous lawsuits has never been more important as a business owner. Here are a couple scenarios you should consider. So imagine you're a CEO, you send out your office assistant over lunch to deliver some documents. She strikes a pedestrian in the crosswalk, causing a catastrophic injury. What kind of coverage do you have to ensure from that risk and protect your personal and business assets? Imagine you're a physician. You send out your office manager to deliver some lab results. In the course of that drive, she's involved in a major accident where there is significant injury caused to multiple parties. You and your practice are now at risk because of that catastrophic auto accident. Now, there are lawsuits flying around left and right, and hopefully these horrific events that I have depicted will not impact you or your business. But if and when they are, it's crucial that you have the protections in place to solidify your wealth and your earnings and your business from potential creditors, lawyers, and plaintiffs. In a recent interview that I conducted with Jeffrey M. Verdun, an experienced trust and estate attorney with a specialty in asset protection, we discussed the 6 things that concern him most when he's reviewing the assets of a business and a business owner. As he asks these 6 questions, he finds out how vulnerable they really are. Here are the 6 questions that Jeffrey typically asks that bring him to develop strategies to help them protect themselves. First off, is your company's balance sheet too asset rich to survive a lawsuit? Secondly, how is the machinery and equipment of your company owned? Third, how is the intellectual property of the business held? Fourth, how much of the company's retained earnings is maintained in a business bank account? Fifth, is your business real estate owned in the name of the company and on the company's balance sheet, or is it owned in an LLC and leased back by the company? Sixth, how large is your company's outstanding accounts receivable? If you're interested in taking a short test to determine your financial exposure and privacy risk, there's a short test that's on the Jeffrey M. Verdun Law Office's website, which I'll provide a link below. This will allow you to assess your risk and exposure for you in your particular situation. As the president and operator of a private investigation firm based here in Southern California for over 16 years, I can tell you that when plaintiff personal injury attorneys take on a case, the first thing they do is call a private investigation firm like ours to determine if there are assets, namely insurance and real estate, that they can go after in the event that they can determine negligence on the part of a third party. And they're looking for assets beyond insurance policies to make sure that they can make their client whole. That being said, you want to make sure you have those asset protections in place prior to the lawsuit, because conveyances after the fact will be detected by a sophisticated attorney and their investigator, and you will still be held liable and those assets will be recoverable. Thank you very much for tuning into the show. If you like what you see, please give us a thumbs up. If you're interested in videos like this, please subscribe. We put out a video just about every week. If you'd like to connect with Jeffrey M. Verdun, I'll provide his contact information with a link in the description below. Thank you.